The MAPEI Stadium buzzed with anticipation, its floodlights illuminating the crisp night air as fans from across the country poured in, their faces painted in blue and white, their voices already echoing with hope and excitement. The energy was unmistakable. This was more than just another match. It was a night that could shape the destiny of two nations. Tonight, the stadium played host to a pivotal UEFA World Cup Qualifier, a fixture that had been circled on calendars for months. The banners and signage around the ground reminded everyone of the stakes, as the teams marched onto the pitch with steely determination. For Italy, the equation was simple, but the task immense: secure 3 points to remain at the summit of their group and take a decisive step toward the world's biggest football stage. The players gathered in a tight huddle, their focus unwavering, knowing that every pass, every tackle, could make the difference. The pressure was immense on the Azzurri, who were expected not just to win, but to do so with flair and dominance. Their supporters, draped in blue and waving flags, demanded nothing less than a performance worthy of Italy's proud footballing tradition. On the other side, Moldova faced a daunting challenge. For them, this was an opportunity to test themselves against one of Europe's giants, to show resilience and perhaps spring a surprise. The Moldovan squad, united and focused, knew that even a single point would be a monumental achievement. Their strategy was clear: defend with discipline, frustrate the Italian attack, and look for chances to break forward on the counter. Every save, every interception would be celebrated as a small victory in their quest for a historic result. As the teams lined up for the national anthems, the stadium became a sea of blue. Italian songs rang out, uniting thousands of voices in a chorus of pride and expectation, while the players soaked in the electric atmosphere. With a sharp blast of the referee's whistle, the contest began. 90 minutes lay ahead, with Italy seeking to impose their style and Moldova determined to fight for every inch of the pitch. Their ambitions contrasting, but their resolve equally fierce. Italy knew they could not afford complacency, as Moldova played with a sense of freedom and nothing to lose. The underdogs looked to disrupt the rhythm of their illustrious hosts, hoping to frustrate and perhaps even shock the footballing world. The opening exchanges were tense and telling. Would Italy stamp their authority early, or could Moldova withstand the initial onslaught and grow in confidence? The answer would set the tone for a night of high drama at the MAPEI Stadium. From the very first whistle, Italy looked determined to stamp their authority on the match. The players exuded confidence as they strode onto the pitch, their focus evident in every movement. The stadium buzzed with anticipation, Italian fans waving flags and singing, setting the stage for a memorable night. Italy seized control from the outset, dictating play with patient possession and swift ball movement. Their midfielders orchestrated intricate passing sequences, calmly probing for weaknesses in the Moldovan setup. Moldova, meanwhile, were pinned deep in their own half, forced to defend in numbers as wave after wave of Italian attacks came forward. The Moldovan defenders were constantly on alert, trying to close down space and block passing lanes, but Italy's relentless pressure kept them on the back foot. In the heart of midfield, Sandro Tonali orchestrated the tempo, dictating the rhythm with his vision and composure. In the 14th minute, he spotted a gap and threaded a perfectly weighted pass that sliced through the Moldovan defense, catching them off guard. Giacomo Raspadori, always alert and ready to pounce, timed his run to perfection. He controlled the ball with a deft first touch, steadied himself, and calmly slotted it past the Moldovan goalkeeper. The finish was clinical, a testament to his growing confidence on the international stage. The crowd erupted in celebration. Italy's early dominance had been rewarded. Chants echoed around the stadium as supporters leapt to their feet, waving scarves and flags in jubilation. The goal was a perfect showcase of Italy's blend of patience and cutting edge, with Tonali's vision and Raspadori's sharp movement combining brilliantly. The team gathered in a jubilant huddle, their unity and spirit on full display. Moldova now faced a daunting challenge. They had to regroup quickly, balancing their defensive duties with the urgent need to chase the game and find a way back into the contest. Italy, sensing their advantage, pressed for a second goal. Their confidence grew with every pass, as fullbacks surged forward and the team recycled possession high up the pitch, keeping Moldova under constant pressure. Moldova's defense was stretched to the limit, desperately clearing their lines and relying on last-ditch tackles and saves to keep the score at 1-0. Every Italian attack seemed to bring fresh danger. The Azzurri's intent was unmistakable. Keep attacking, keep the pressure on, and make a statement with their relentless pursuit of another goal. Moldova responded to conceding with unexpected spirit, refusing to fold. They began to counterattack, unsettling Italy's rhythm and showing ambition. Their best chance came quickly. A swift move down the right led to a dangerous cross. Ion Nicolescu found space and powered a header just wide, nearly silencing the home crowd. It was a warning for Italy. Possession alone wouldn't guarantee safety. Moldova's belief grew, proving they could threaten if given a chance. Italy tightened up defensively, wary of further lapses. The near miss reminded the Azzurri of the dangers of complacency. Moldova's brief resurgence added intrigue, showing they weren't just there to defend. The contest was alive, with both teams aware of the stakes. Italy regrouped and pressed for a second goal, earning a series of corners. Moldova defended bravely, but the pressure mounted. In the 32nd minute, Nicolo Barella delivered a pinpoint corner. Alessandro Bastoni rose above the crowd and powered a header into the net. The stadium erupted. Italy now had a comfortable cushion. Bastoni's goal highlighted Italy's set-piece threat and all-around strength. Moldova's hopes faded as the mountain grew steeper. Italy's professionalism and focus put them firmly in control. The Azzurri celebrated, knowing they'd taken a major step toward victory. Moldova, undeterred by the score, pushed for a lifeline before halftime. A slick move sent Nicolescu through on goal, one-on-one with Donnarumma. The stadium held its breath as Nicolescu fired low toward the corner. Donnarumma reacted brilliantly, diving to make a crucial save. The Italian fans roared in appreciation. Donnarumma's stop was as vital as a goal. Moldova's best chance was denied by world-class goalkeeping. Italy's clean sheet remained intact, their lead secure at the break. Donnarumma's heroics underlined Italy's quality in every position. Italy entered halftime with a deserved 2-0 lead, reflecting their dominance. They'd controlled possession, created chances, and scored from open play and set pieces. The home crowd applauded a professional, high-tempo display. Moldova had defended bravely and created 2 real chances but couldn't capitalize. The Italians looked comfortable, but new focus was needed to finish the job. Moldova's spirit was evident, but the challenge ahead was daunting. Italy's manager urged his team to maintain intensity and avoid complacency. Moldova's coach encouraged pride and resilience, perhaps eyeing tactical tweaks. The second half promised more Italian control, but Moldova's fight wasn't over. The second half began with Italy again dictating play, hungry for a third goal. Moldova, more organized after the break, defended with renewed discipline. Italy's attacks were relentless, but clear chances were harder to come by. Moldova's defenders blocked, tackled, and frustrated the Azzurri. The match became a test of Italian creativity versus Moldovan resilience. The crowd urged Italy on, eager for another goal to seal the win. Italy's persistence paid off midway through the second half. Destiny Udogi, fresh off the bench, surged down the left and cut the ball back. David Fratesi arrived late, meeting the pass with a composed finish into the bottom corner. The third goal in the 73rd minute ended the contest. Italy celebrated, a patient, well-crafted team goal. Moldova's resistance was finally broken, but their effort was unquestionable. Italy could now see out the match with confidence. Moldova focused on damage control, hoping to avoid further goals. In the final minutes, Italy made a series of substitutions, giving valuable playing time to squad members who had worked hard in training, but hadn't yet featured in the match. These late changes not only allowed key players to rest, but also gave emerging talents a chance to experience the intensity of international football under the floodlights. Scamacca nearly added a fourth goal with a powerful strike, while Cambiaso forced the Moldovan keeper into a sharp save. Despite these late efforts, the scoreline remained 3-0, a testament to both Italy's attacking intent and Moldova's determination to avoid further damage. Moldova, refusing to give up, defended with pride and organization. They even managed to launch a few late counterattacks, showing their spirit and desire to compete until the very end, despite the odds stacked against them. As the referee's whistle echoed around the MAPEI Stadium, it confirmed a comprehensive Italian victory and brought an end to a match that had been dominated by the Azzurri from start to finish. Italy's players and fans erupted in celebration, recognizing a job well done. 3 goals scored, a clean sheet maintained, and a display of total control throughout the 90 minutes. The atmosphere was electric, with supporters waving flags and singing in unison. This win not only strengthened Italy's position at the top of the group, but also boosted the team's confidence as they look ahead to tougher challenges. The unity and determination shown tonight will serve them well in the matches to come. Moldova, though defeated, showed remarkable resilience and professionalism. Their players consoled each other and acknowledged their traveling supporters, demonstrating true sportsmanship in the face of adversity. For Moldova, the focus now shifts to building on this experience. The lessons learned tonight will be invaluable as they prepare for future qualifiers, determined to come back stronger and more competitive. The match ended as a clear and convincing victory for Italy, underlining the gulf in class between the two sides. Yet, it was also a night that highlighted the passion and commitment of both teams. As both teams shook hands and exchanged jerseys, they left the pitch with valuable lessons. Italy with renewed momentum and belief, Moldova with pride in their fight and a determination to improve for the future.